it's time for the relationship segment.
Your favorite? Your
Correct me
favorite?
if I'm wrong.
All right. Before we start this, who started this relationship segment?
Mesa.
I did?
He always
Oh,
loves
yeah,
it.
it
This
was
is your
Mesa.
favorite segment. You told me behind the scenes. Calm down. You said, bro, if it wasn't for the relationship segment, I don't know what I would do.
I might have said that. I don't remember.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone knows Miley Cyrus, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I came in like a wrecking ball.
Nope.
Okay, so she was recently married to Liam Hemsworth. You know Liam Hemsworth, Thor's little brother, right? They were been on and on for years, right? They were engaged, they were not engaged, and they finally get married last November. Well, recently, maybe a couple of months ago, they decided to split. Right, so they split in August. They haven't decided they got divorced yet. They're just splitting, kind of like separated. So technically, they're still married. They're just separated. Well, in the news, probably like the same day or the next day, we see her on a yacht, like she's on a vacation with this girl. It's like, all right, she's on vacation with her girlfriends. That's fine. They're seen making out and just cuddling and all that stuff. And it's reported that they're a couple. And this girl recently just got out of a relationship. So they're a couple. And it's crazy. Like recently they just split. They just split that day. And then they've been going out for maybe a month. They were together for a month and then decided to break up. But she was married. She's technically still married, but they're getting a divorce. So after he saw that Liam Hemsworth, they like, I can't do that. Like, I'm getting a divorce. I can't believe you did that. So they were only together for maybe a month, and then maybe a week later, she's already with a new person. She's with a guy named Cody Simpson. He's a singer, but she's already in a new relationship. Like maybe a week later, after already being in a relationship, after already being like married.
Right.
So to me, it's not a big deal to me. It's whoever you want to be with. That's fine. But to me, it's like is. She only waited maybe like a day or two, maybe a week after splitting with her husband. So is there a right time to move on to somebody new, or like is there like a specific time? Like how long
What's
do you
too
wait?
soon?
Yeah, like when is it too soon, or when is the right time to move on to somebody else? So
Never. She can never date anybody ever again. You're gonna be upset about it regardless, right? No matter how long it takes. I think it's gonna hit you a little and it's gonna hurt just a little bit. But I wouldn't say there's necessarily an appropriate time, but I think at least a good amount of time, a few months maybe. Like if you see like you see your ex with someone immediately, you're gonna feel like A, something was going on during the relationship, or B, that person just generally didn't care about you that much, right? They're just like, you're trash, I'm done with you, I'm moving on. So that can be kind of hurtful, mean. People don't do that, just so you know. But on the other hand, I'm kind of I kind of do the same thing, right? Like to me, like if you break up with somebody, now granted, I don't get in relationships. I've only really had maybe like 3 or 4 girlfriends that I've dated for a long time, and it's been like years in between normally. So normally, like they're not that mad about it because it's like a long time from my past relationships. But I definitely start talking to somebody immediately after, but I let them know immediately I'm not looking for anything serious at that point.
Yeah, because it's your time to be single at that point, right?
Yeah.
That's what. That's how a lot of
You're
people
basically
are.
saying a few months time in between.
Right. So like for me to like actually like to like talk to somebody, sure, yeah, I would say a few months, yeah.
I think girls are actually probably different than you guys. If things end badly, girls really don't care how fast you move on, really, because if the girl's done with you, she could care less what you're doing. She's like done. Because once girls are done, they're done.
I'd have to argue with you a little bit on that one. I've had girls that have that same thing that have been like, I'm done with you, I hate you, I'm never talking to you again. But the minute that I'm with somebody, you get that text message that you're, you know what, and you're terrible, I hate you. So I think that a lot of girls will put that face on and say, hey, look, you can do whatever you want. But I have had those girls that have turned around and sent that text message.
Go all in, and once things really go bad and I'm done, I'm really done. But that's me like giving
Right.
until I can't anymore. Once I'm done, like I'm done, because that means I've done everything I could to make things work. It didn't. God bless you. Good luck.
So you're basically saying once you break up with somebody,
Yeah, you're free. Because emotionally, I've already let you go. So even if I see you, like, it's whatever. Well, that's how it's been in the past. Like, because I don't know. I guess I shut it down. Like, well, I
What for
tried.
you? So for you, you personally, if you're in a relationship, are you the very next day looking for a next relationship?
No, that's different. And then, so that's different. So I take all the time I need to move on, and as long as I need. So if it's like a year, I'll take a year. But you need to get your emotions out and not be with somebody right away.
so you're basically saying if your boyfriend who you just recently broke up with, if you found out he's with somebody the next week or so, maybe in a few days, you don't care, right?
If
You don't care about that they're with somebody new, but you emotionally you're gonna take your time to find somebody new. Okay, that makes sense.
Okay, so it's kind of back to his question, right? So let's say you're done with somebody. They cheated on you. You said, I'm done. I'm cutting you off. I'm completely no longer invested in you at all. Within 2 days, that dude is with somebody, some girl, maybe that you even know. That doesn't bother you in the slightest bit. You have no feeling about it at all.
no, I say good luck to her.
Interesting.
Good luck to her because he's already damaged me. Now, if it's somebody that I care about, like let's say it's somebody that I really care about, right? And I really care about him, and we part ways differently. Like he didn't really screw me over. We just parted ways. He didn't really hurt me. We just decided, hey, it's not gonna work out. That would hurt me. So if I still love you, it's gonna hurt me. If I don't love you, good luck. You know, peace out.
But basically, what that kind of sounds like though is like you've had like okay, so what it sounds like is you had multiple times so that this relationship has basically ended, but you've been the Miley Cyrus gotten back together or if it has fixed it. So you've kind of had time to basically get over it.
Yeah.
Right.
So by the time it comes around, you're over it.
Yep.
Rather than if y'all just break up one day, it's over, and this is your first time it's fought, and you guys are over, it's gonna be a little more difficult.
Yeah.
Yep. That's exactly right.
And I think too, so I don't think even if it ends terribly, right? So even if it ends terribly and you're really upset with them and you feel like you're done with them 100%, I think that still hurts you a little bit. Even if no matter how badly it ended, if things were great for a long time and then something terrible happened to end it, I think you're still going to, have feelings for that person. So when they get with somebody else, it's going to hurt.
That was beautiful. Mason always say the beautiful things.
Patrick, your thoughts?
Alrighty. All right, next episode. So my personal opinion, I kind of agree on the fact that no matter how it ends, it's always gonna hurt you as an individual. I don't personally know though if there's a time period that I would give someone else to move on, right? Because if I care about you, we're in a long-term relationship, whether you moved on with someone or you're single, if we're not together, it's still
Yeah.
gonna hurt me.
Yep.
So I don't know, if the next day you found someone that made you happy, then I don't know if I could hate you for that, right? Because I'm gonna hurt no matter whether you're single or whether you're with somebody. It's still gonna hurt me, right? So I don't know if I have a timetable for either or, even vice versa, right? If the next day, and I might still be hurting, but I go and I meet somebody who we just automatically click, and I'm supposed to be like, oh wait, my timetable is a year. Hold on. Hopefully I'll see you in a year. That's different too. So I don't personally have a timetable. It kind of goes off of, when you're ready, because you shouldn't rush, right? When you're ready, and vice versa. I can't hate on you for moving on. If I'm sad about the relationship, I'm going to be sad whether you have moved on or I'm going to be sad whether you're single. I'm sad because we're not together. It's not the fact that, you're unhappy or happy. I'm not sitting in my bedroom thinking to myself, I hope you're unhappy. Right? That's not personally me. I guess I would personally just kind of think I'm ready to kind of fix myself. You know what I mean?
Right. And I don't think it's so much hate, right? I don't think it's, at least for anyone in this room, I don't think anybody's been like, oh, I hate that person for getting with someone so quickly. But I do think that when it happens so quickly, it's so fresh, I think it does hurt more. I think it does hurt you a little bit because it's so fresh and new. You're trying to figure yourself out, trying to pick yourself up, and this person has already hitched their wagon to somebody else, and you can see them being happy, and you're like, well, this sucks. So I think it being sooner can hurt more.
It can, yeah. But my opinion is it wouldn't affect me.
Gotcha.
Me hoping that you don't find somebody until I do, that doesn't affect me, personally. You go and you do. Everyone vents differently. Whether you're easier, you want to fix it on your own, and you kind of want to be by yourself and fix yourself, or you need someone else around to help you, to put a hand down and help you up. I can't hate on somebody's venting period. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I think it's one of those things where if you still feel kind of like, like damaged or just heard about the relationship, oh, like, man, that sucks, we broken up. You seen that person with somebody like really quickly. It's kind of like, man, it feels like they didn't feel the same way. Like, I guess we're now on that level. Like, I feel this way, you don't feel this way. Like, I'm gonna be a little sad. I think that's how some people feel.
I could say it, but I even think like though, like it has to be like that, right? Because obviously, if you guys were both on the same path, on the
Yeah.
same way, you wouldn't
Yeah.
have broken up in the
Mhm.
first place, no matter what happened. If you cheated or things just went opposite way, if you personally can sit there and say like, I feel 100% about this person, they don't feel the same way about me. Well, like they probably don't. That's why you guys broke
Yep.
up, right? That's why it's over. You know what I mean? So yeah.
And so none of you have a timetable of finding somebody new, or would you just take your time with?
It would be the next person to have the connection with, like I've never in my whole entire life have gone purposely to go find somebody, you know what I mean? Like it's just kind of just clicked. I've just clicked with somebody wherever it's been, and that kind of blossoms.
Right.
I've never gone out of my way to like intentionally find somebody. So it would just be the same concept.
Or you're saying, would you push somebody away? Like, let's say I just broke up with somebody, and then like a month later, I ran into this awesome person that we just hit it off. Are you trying to say, would I push that person away that I just met?
Yeah, like kind of like you just wanted to take your time, like man, I like you, but like I just got
Anytime.
a relationship.
I like you.
Like,
I dibs on you.
Dibs. No one else can be with you.
Yeah. I mean, it goes either way. Like, it's so hard because everyone's
hard.
There's I say like I would take the opportunity like immediately because you zing, right. Hotel Transylvania, blah blah blah. Right? So there's just some people you zing with, and it just kind of blossoms, right? Rather than, but I do know that some people get over things better by themselves.
Yeah.
So right, some people that's just how they are, right?
Yeah.
They would rather fix themselves first. If I zing with somebody and we're just clicking and we're laughing and we're having fun and it kind of makes you forget other things and things will blossom. So I personally don't have time to.